So yeah, this is our expansion since we've been here. So this was built in 2013, along with the tasting room right here. And where you were back in 2013 was right here. We built right on top of the old brew house. So you can see the old Allagash sign. This was the parking lot right here where we were standing. Yep, the tasting room was in there. One of the main entrances was over there. And Jordan's store right there. So yeah, we've expanded. Yeah, it was a fun one. And now we have this custom system here. This is a 70-barrel custom 5-vessel unit from Braucon in Germany. It's all our technology. You can go up there and check it out. But it's super efficient, and we're brewing 24/4. So we're brewing Monday through Thursday, 24 hours a day. And the culture that Rob has set up here at the brewery, second to none. I mean, it's incredible. And all the production folks, whether brewers, cellarmen, women, lab, everyone gets a 3-day weekend, which is pretty cool. And then on top of expansion and upgrade, so this was built in 2013, and just a few weeks ago we upgraded our heat exchange. From a heat exchange that was about this big to that guy. Super efficiency. I'll probably sound like a skipping record for the amount of times I say efficiency. Super efficiency. And it's super efficient. Another piece of efficiency is, so it's a really efficient unit. We don't have a use for these grains anymore. So back in the day when we were a much smaller brewery, Rob would call around the local farmers and offer, hey, come get the grains, take them for free. One farmer, Norm Justice at Justice Farm in Gorham, Maine, was the only guy who actually came every time he said he would. So he has cows and pigs, and he feeds the spent grain, he mixes it in with their feed and feeds it to his cows and pigs. As we grew, so did Norm. We're going through about 128 pounds of spent grain per week. Norm's got himself a big 18-wheeler now. He pulls up, we have a silo, so we take those spent grains, they'll we pump out along that back wall, out to a silo outside where he'll pull up his 18-wheeler, fill it up, and it comes about 3 times a week. Awesome guy.
Speaking of efficiency.
yeah. And he comes, we give it to him for free, and now he doesn't want it to go to waste, so his farm's not that big. It's for 128,000 pounds per week. So what he does is then he'll dry it, package it, and sell it to other farmers for cost. And he's not trying to get rich off it. He just doesn't want it to go to waste. It's an awesome dude and a great help for us. It's a big piece of the culture and everything here too with Rob. It's Give Where You Live. It's a big piece of who we are. It's pretty awesome. Fusion. Okay. As you see, it's around 45 degrees Fahrenheit. You see all the zones? There are sensors all throughout the system. We're collecting all this data. You can hear this puppy running. This is quite the mainframe running this whole system. We can control the direction of everything. It's incredibly efficient. Engineering at its finest. It's pretty great. Caustic is not safe. It's a break point of those. So the way we transfer on these is you'll have word to this tank right here, over there. We'll use these arms. And we'll attach them here, and then switch it. And we transfer all through stainless as opposed to hoses.
Right,
Yep. So yeah, so after we harvest these and everything is going good, it's going to go down and short center. Go through a traditional process of conditioning. In these tanks, we're going to reintroduce some yeast and sugar that's really well measured out. We've figured it out really well over time. We have really smart people working here. And these conditioning tanks are going to feed the keg line and the bottling line. So all this beer is going in with a new addition of some yeast and sugar into packaging, uncarbonated. Then it's going to require an additional 2 weeks at about 78 degrees Fahrenheit conditioning room in our warehouse. It's about a mile down the road. And then a new fermentation.
Like drive it down?
What's that?
Just drive it down to the other
Warehouse? Yes. Yep. Yeah, I'll show you our loading bay. So it's about a mile and a half. So we don't receive any of the goods or bottles or kegs here. That all gets delivered to our warehouse, and then we divvy it out as needed back here. And there's usually a truck a couple times a day going back and forth, and it's only about a mile down the road. It's about a 100,000 square foot warehouse that LOB now grew. And we have cold storage, cold storage, warm storage, then dry storage, like our grains that get delivered, specialty grains, merchandise, that kind of thing. Specialty beer, pretty cool. Yeah, I'll show you. That's our largest. That's our largest conditioning tank. It is 570 barrels, and most of generally that is feeding the keg line, because we're kegging 70% of our beer and bottling and kegging the rest, which is kind of the opposite of a lot of breweries who are canning and bottling more product than kegging. We're on a pretty steady stream, 70% of kegging.
And when you're kegging it, like some of it you're keeping here in your tap room, some of it you're shipping out, you're distributing to bars elsewhere.
Yeah, we don't do like so. Then our distributors and wholesalers come to our warehouse and take it from here. So the way it works in Maine, it's a 3-tier system.
Okay.
So our distributors take it, and then they distribute it out, and then out. Our largest market is actually California, which is pretty crazy. So it goes by rail out to California, Los Angeles County.
It's gonna go by rail.
Rail, it's cheaper, more efficient, better for the environment, in that volume. Than flying. Well, yeah, flying's expensive, and trucks are not as efficient as a train. A train can carry a lot more. Yeah.
Truck can take a good week to
shoot it out there, yeah. So the way we deal with that with kegs is we don't own our kegs. We go through a keg co-op. LA being our largest market, having empty kegs sent back across the country makes no sense for many reasons. So we use MicroStar, which they're a well-known keg co-op, and they do all the logistics. So another brewery so a bar in California, they'll finish our keg. MicroStar will pick it up, and then they'll distribute it to, say, Stone Brewing, who also uses, and they'll clean it, fill it with theirs, put their label on it, kind of thing. So you see a lot of the kegs we get in, a lot of them are from, Ballast Point, even though they're not craft anymore. They use MicroStar, so they're not independent anymore. So they use MicroStar, and we get a lot of kegs from them. Great Lakes Brewing, that kind of thing. Our kegs back from local. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Kettle, we're one unit.
Is that loud?
That's yeah. Probably just off checking out fish. So yeah, this is where Rob started Allagash back in '95, and gradually he had a great relationship with the owner, and eventually expanded out. And then now we own the building. Obviously, that's why we're able to build right up to it. It's pretty awesome. And if that's not cool enough, then we take we separate the seeds, and then we take the meat from the pumpkins and throw them through a wood chipper. So then after that, the pulp from the pumpkins then goes into the mash and goes through the process of brewing, and then we bypass the heat exchange on Halloween and send the wort out to the cool ship on Halloween night. Hence, Ghoul Ship. Halloween night. So it's a little early in the cool ship season, so we also help it along a little bit with some of our house yeast before it goes into oak barrels. So this is our Ghoul Ship. So yeah, it's like a hybrid spontaneously fermented beer. It's not truly spontaneous. It's a little early in the season, but it's a really fun beer.